From Washington to Paris to Conakry, we took a flight again, 1 hour, 600 kilometers around to arrive where we are right now. We support the work that's being done, but we also show the best that's happening in our continent. Hello everyone. Today I'm here to talk to you from a place that got me really emotional. Something I've never felt before in this continent. This is how we are right now on the top of the mountain of the Simandou mountain. If you never heard about the Simandou mountain, this is the biggest iron ore project in the world and the best iron ore in the world, sitting right here in the country of Guinea. It took us hours to get here. It's all mountains around, all over here. And everything you see here is infrastructures, people building everywhere to connect the mine to the railroad train that we visited in Moribaya side. That takes 650 kilometers to get there. But there's a whole lot of things in there I will explain. But what struck me here today is what I've seen. You don't have to dig. You just put your hand up and you build and you have the best iron ore in the world. I have a problem to understand that. I have no words, look. Africa is sitting on mine that is revolutionary in the world, and until now, Africans are not benefiting from them. My vision, my dream is to see an Africa not only dignified, an Africa that can look at this is our resources that belong to us, that we can do partnership with the rest of the world, but it will first benefit our own children. And the government here understood that. That's why they're building right now a sovereign fund for the country to invest in the future of our children. Which means that they understand that leadership is not about today only, it's not about you only, it's not about your generation only, but it's about the seeds that you plant. So generations who are not born yet will be able to benefit from the seeds that you're planting today. This is why we came here. I want to be able to participate in what will put the lights of hope, of opportunities, of enlightenment to my continent. Wherever I see the good things that's happening in the continent, I will go there to make sure you know about it. It's impressive. I've never seen something this big in the continent as a project. This will transform not only this country, but I believe totally it has a chance, the opportunity to transform Africa, West Africa's economy from right here. Look at the many nationalities that are over here working from all around the world to make this a reality in just 2 years. It's unbelievable. I've seen something like that goes so fast. In less than 2 years, they'll be able to do this in both sides of it. And one of them was going to be delivered, inshallah, in December this year. But look at this, man. It's unbelievable. If you can believe it, you can do it. And then they told me here that they work 24 hours a day. That's what they do. 2 shifts, some in the morning, some at night. The work never stops until it's delivered. This is what I'm talking about. This is real work. We needed huge, gigantic projects like this that can drive everybody around to build for the greater good, not only for Guinea, but I am certain that if Guinea succeeds, West Africa will succeed. Because if we united economically from the corridor, now Guinea can be connected to Senegal, Ivory Coast, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau. And all of those 6 countries are connected. Then each country connects with the other ones. Now we can do trade, we can do economic development, we can work, we can travel, we can do tourism. This is where development starts. Every country, like the United States, Singapore, Asia, they spend millions of dollars to make sure that the image of their countries are seen, are good. We're good at telling the bad stories of our continent. But today, we've decided, people like me, that we're going to tell the good stories that's happening in our continent so we can inspire our young people to focus on the greatness and to focus on building together to focus on leveraging what we have so we can build the Africa of our founding fathers. So we can be proud to be here. We can be proud to be from here. An Africa that's never going to see his children taking the Atlantic Ocean, dying in the ocean, going overseas looking for opportunities while we have sitting right here in our continent. We can only make it finish. En tout cas, moi, Chon Young, je m'engage. I am putting my reputation and everything I have in this project to make sure it works. Because if it works, I know my great-grandchildren, my kids in Guinea, my kids in Senegal, in Morocco, in Ivory Coast, in Benin, etc. They will be tomorrow be proud that we did our part to make sure we gave them something we never had, something we dreamed of. The Sekou Touré's, the Patrice Lumbumba's, the Nkrumah's is now for us to give that away to our children. It's now for the creators. I've never believed that I would be able to sit in something like this for my continent to see it. We have hospitals, no doctors, our schools, no internet, no electricity, no fidget. Forget about AI, internet, social media. We're talking about electricity before you have internet. How can these young people tomorrow can compete with a young person in Seoul, Japan, United States, France, and etc.? They cannot compete because they don't have the starting block is not fair. We have new leadership of young people, like I've seen here in Guinea, that understand. They travel the world, they've seen what's going on, they've been trained in the same schools as everyone else, and they said enough exploiting our natural resources, enough taking advantage of it, enough coming in here and taking everything, and we still going to the World Bank or FME asking for help, investment, funding, support. It just needed the right leadership. With the strong leadership, a good leadership, a visionary leadership, trust me, this is going to surprise the world. The time that we'll be training our young people so they can learn about this in 15, 20 years, we will be exploited by ourselves. But for now, it's going to be a win-win situation. Come build the railroad, come build the highways, come build the infrastructure. Make sure the young people are trained so tomorrow, just like Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Doha, we will use, that's the petrol, they will use the Simandou project right here to build a country like Guinea to be an El Dorado that we can dream of. C'est le directeur administration avec ses équipes. Votre position ici?
Koroma Oumar, le conseiller juridique.
Conseiller juridique guinéen que j'avais rencontré au Maroc.
Oui, à Casablanca.
Vous êtes de retour au pays, aider ton pays.
Exactement.
Comment tu te sens?
Ouais, très bien. Grande fierté de participer surtout à ce projet.
Alhamdulillah, mashallah. C'est géant, c'est gigantesque.
Et je vous remercie.
Bravo, bravo.